I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative change makers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello, everybody, and happy Mother's Day. It's really wonderful to have a specific day of the year when we honor our mothers, our physical mothers, as well as our Divine Mother. In the East, the concept of the Divine Mother is very well understood. We know that God is Alpha and Omega, both masculine and feminine. In the West, we have, in the Catholic tradition, the understanding of Mother Mary and how she is revered. So let's just talk a little bit about the Divine Mother. What really does that mean? And I'd like to share some commentary from Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who talked about mother and what it means on a particular Mother's Day. If we look at it from an internal perspective, its mother is like a fountain of life that is deep inside of us. And that whole fount, that whole light, which really resides at the base chakra, in the base of our spine, we have 7 chakras going through our body. The one at the base of the spine is representative of the mother light. In the East, it's called the Kundalini, and the awakening and the rising of that light, the light of the mother rising to greet and unite with the light of the Father in the crown chakra. So the tie that we have to our mother on earth is really intended to be a tie to the mother in heaven. As above, so below. However, as we know, due to earthly conditions, human conditions, karma, not all earthly mothers reflect our heavenly mother. And sometimes we can carry a very deep-seated ambivalence regarding mother and the meaning of mother in our life. So no matter what your experiences have been with your physical mother, positive or negative, beyond the earthly veil is the Divine Mother shining through and kind of playing hide and seek with us. And then we have, of course, the manifestation of Mother as Mother Earth, the physical dimension. The Divine Mother takes many forms. And of course, Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, is one of the great examples in the West. And sometimes I think there's a real misunderstanding of the role that Mother Mary played. The concept of the Mother of God, which men gave to her, is not something really that should be an offense to us. It's just an understanding that this title enables us to realize the role of all feminine beings is to mother or to nourish the God flame incarnate on earth. So what does this mean? It means that in our role as mothers, as sisters, as daughters, wives, we here on earth are to exemplify a spark of God, as God is the universal mother. Now, just as Mother Mary gave birth to Jesus, and she nourished that flame of God that burned on the altar of his heart and his physical form that cradled that infinite spirit, this was not something that only she does. This is really the rule and the example for all womankind to follow. And in this age of the rise of the feminine ray on earth and women coming into their own, we really need to look at the role as woman. Now, whether we have a business or a household, whether we have children or a husband or a project in the community, the flame that God has given us as women is the flame of mother. God is in every part of life, and in order for that God to come forth, to blossom, to be realized by everyone, it must be nourished. And we fan the flame with our love and with our devotion. And it is the God whom we worship in heaven whom we must give life to on earth. That is the role of woman. And I contend that not only do we want to see Mother Mary as just an exalted being, very high and seemingly apart from us, but really a friend who walks with us every day. She's very close to us here on earth. She has appeared to so many people. And I can witness also that Mother Mary has a very powerful presence. And we need to think about how we can invoke her. Now, the Catholic tradition has the rosary, and those rosaries given by millions around the world are really very effective in drawing her presence closer and closer to the earth. So really, if we expand our consciousness to understand that there are heavenly saints of East and West, and the great gurus of the East, all of this is part of the great mystical body of God. All contribute a certain focal point of consciousness to us, whereby we on earth can be the step-down transformers for that cosmic energy that is our very life, and yet must be translated through our consciousness, through our free will, and through the flame that abides within our own hearts. That presence of God that Jesus talked about, the kingdom of God is within you. And we find that in the spark of life, in the threefold flame of love, wisdom, and power within our own hearts. So as you celebrate this Mother's Day, and I know we're a bit confined this year, please contemplate not only the love of your own mother or forgiveness of your own mother, whatever is being called upon for you at this time. Remember the Divine Mother and invoke that presence of the Divine Mother to flood your being, to accelerate that light within you and have that reunion with the beloved Mother. So again, have a blessed and happy Mother's Day, and I will see you next week. Until then, keep an open mind, a generous heart, and a powerful spirit. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, download, and comment. I'd love to hear from you, and your support is much appreciated. And don't forget, go to nancyshowalter.com to get your free electronic copy of my book, It's Okay to Be Rich, The Entrepreneur's Guide to Increased Wealth and Personal Mastery, endorsed by T. Harv Eker, and my free mini course, How to Speak Your Success, the shocking truth of how your words impact achieving your goals. I'll see you next week.